together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all. Show yourself, Ifrit. Truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Yes, no, you're well, but sorry. Well, what? It has some part of union. Talia Shinir.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second Eikon of Fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second Eikon of Fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said... He said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? I'll find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. No!
Yes, my lord.
Benedicta.
So, what next?
We return to East Pool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then. Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
What happened here?
Imperials! You'll pay for this!
Ah! We've got a live one!
What are you doing here?
What? Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
It's over! Stay down!
Thought you could escape this, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one!
Kill all the ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs!
We're innocent people!
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annibella's command!
My mother ordered this. Why?
Right.
I know. It can wait. This time. I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late! Gav! Clive!
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, Lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka's message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Yes? What? Going purse weighing you down? Maybe next time, eh? You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. You'll break your back stuffing all that in your satchel. It'd better all be here.
Well? Not saying for you, dear. And?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant. Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the Blight.
Without their yield, we'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the Black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire acquires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Aether. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mothercrystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mothercrystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mothercrystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mothercrystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
So what got
Oriflamme.
the Holy Capital? And what business? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen, if you ask me, somewhat foul's brew. Just go and sit.
All right. You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. Worst of all, that letter I lost?
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
No. I'll just
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious?
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies.
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was if you can find everything I dropped, and if you can find Sid's letter...
If it's there.
Wonderful. Now, I trust you can find your way to Gotan's...
I'm sure he'd... The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Wanted to send a message.
He's never this late. Where are you?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned.
Why leave the safety of the hide?
For coin. Sad, the hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And oh, wait. You were a soldier, were you not?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you.
I'll do it.
Oh,
what can you tell?
His name is Randall, and he's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother.
He's convinced it's the right thing.
Seems the Hyde in the Royalist gave his legions
another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Still, might work to our advantage with a fair wind behind them. A handful of like-minded net is making it to the capital. That's
the checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone lucky for you?
This.
Well, no, not that. And it's the dame who'll see you safe. We go way back. And she's a truth.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress, and she's quite a woman.
A woman?
Don't go blind. I'll be...
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our Eikons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an Eikon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Here, you're that bearer who works... Curse my luck. I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter... Now, I've not got your knack, see? And I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take... It's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth you...
I can't
Oh, just promise. There may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it?
All right, eaten it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting. That's enough! This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
Well?
Yours,
You found it! Oh, thank you! any longer out in the...
Be more careful, Nick.
Oh, I will. No point casting me nets of a morning. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get crystals as scarce, and the Empire tightens its
I have to find him before the Imperials do. Can't talk. Martha told me all about you.
You look like you're in a hurry.
Not far, I hope. Right.
Sounds serious.
Not so much what happened as what might. And now, one of his erstwhile friends...
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the... They'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with that.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, his name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the...
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was... We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials, hanging. Well, go on then.
All right, Ronald.
Ha! Not bloody likely.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there.
You want something done right, you don't send...
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ron... Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe we have to find him. Don't let it...
I'd better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands. Bearers are hardly difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder? You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Look, and he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after.
He was making for the marshes then.
Good girl. You get some rest now.
He can't have got far. I better keep my eyes peeled. A lantern. The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went. Someone made sure work of them. I wonder if that someone was Norris. Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. But it doesn't matter now. As one bearer to another.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers.
I never knew. I can't say...
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends.
Thank you. And... sorry.
I've been called word. Oh. I found a lantern back there.
But... if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be a bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
I'll be fucked if I'm leaving.
There you are, Clive.
Well branded.
Only what was left of him.
Let me see that. No.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see...
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him letting a bearer go about without a brand. It's not want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say.
Is it true, Clive? He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please.
Make a fortune selling our swords out in the east.
The tavern. It's done. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill us. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have...
All right.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast. They looked a nasty bunch, though.
Ha! Golden... Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, Get it, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with. I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards would...
But you weren't.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tap when they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us...
I see. Then you do...
Just as you did today. And there'll be a mug of some... Right, we've got work to do if we're to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with them.
There he is, the man of the hour.
So, we're meeting in Northreach.